Hi guys, I'm back. This video is going to be about view model settings. The view model settings control the weapon position in game. You're allowed to make some small changes to the view models. Now the question is, how do you find the perfect ones? I'm on a map right now called Crash's View Model Generator. I'll put the link to his map in the description. You can change the way of how it looks simply by shooting on a couple buttons, and there's even a couple presets. In order to find your perfect view model settings, you need to know what's best for you. As a thumb rule, to become a better player, visibility is very important. View models take up a lot of space on the screen. You can type svcheats1 and r_drawViewModel0 in the console just to see the difference it makes. The first question we can ask ourselves is, should I play left-handed or right-handed? When I have the gun on the left side, I can't seem to focus as much as I did when it was on the right side. That's because when I switch from right to left, my brain is fooling me to look at the direction of the gun pointing to the crosshair. In other words, it was a lot easier to focus when it was placed on the right side. That's because I didn't pay attention to the gun model as much as I did when it was on the left side. But wait, look at this image. Now cover the background with your hands so you can only see inside the circle. Start by closing your left eye and see what happens to the banana in the middle. Does the banana icon on the screen move? Now close your right eye instead and see what happens. When you closed your left or right eye, you should have noticed that the banana moves. If you closed the left eye and the banana disappeared, then you have a dominant left eye. And if you closed the right eye and the banana moved, then you have a dominant right eye. So let's say your right eye is the dominant one. That means you want to move your weapon to the left side of the screen. In other words, the opposite side of the dominant eye. Why, you may ask? Well, mostly for visibility. Okay, so now that we know this, what view model settings are good to use if we just want visibility? Let's start by moving our weapon down, as it makes the weapon feel heavier and more clumsy when it's all the way up. In my opinion, use the lowest position possible. The weapon feels lighter. It feels like you have better control and it doesn't bother the visibility as much. If you want a slightly greater visibility in CSGO, you should really place the weapon further to the middle. I like to place my gun somewhere close to the middle, but not too much. This feels really good. I can still see the gun and it's less stressful than having it all the way to the side. The last settings we can change is how much inwards or outwards you want your gun to be placed. Having it all the way inwards feels way too serious for me. I can imagine some people liking this setup because it encourages them to play better, since the effect it gives out it reminds me of power and control. What I think looks good and feels good and makes me more relaxed is placing the gun outwards, further away from the screen. Ah, merveilleux, we are almost there. Just some small adjustments and we are done. There we go. These settings work for me, and I bet that they will work for you as well. If you want the banana gaming view models, however, you can check the description. Please comment what view model settings you are using and why you think they are good. That was all for this video. Have an awesome day, guys.